When an American senator tells you that an American organization is funding terrorists, that means it's true. But the only reason he's saying is because he's a Republican and he knows that the Republicans know the Democrats did it, even though he would have done it also. But this goes to show us that America is destabilizing Nigeria. American billions of dollars. And now Trump has exposed it. So at least we know that that agency, which was causing death and destruction in our countries, it's gone.
USA sent over $800 million to Nigeria. Where is the impact? I totally agree with you.
There's no impact.
There's no impact. $800 million. How can they spend 1.6 trillion naira in Nigeria and we don't see any impact? Whether it is in the north or is in the east or in the southwest that I am, there is no
Said, we see the impact. Said, we see the impact. Boko Haram killing people. That's the impact.
Yeah. I saw one signboard that said USA on the way to Ojodu. That's the only thing I know about USA in Nigeria. I saw a signboard that the road USA. I was driving to Ojodu. I said, oh, so there is US. That's the only thing. I've not seen them do anything. I don't know anybody that has collected USA. I don't know them.
Go and ask Tinubu. They said that they gave $136 million to Pakistan for schools. And no school was even proof of school was created. Even if the school was created, what is that 136? We know that Pakistan has a lot of Islamic fundamentalists. So the idea is that that money is going from there to Boko Haram to ISIS. Then they said that US aid has given $846 million last year to African countries and to Pakistan and these people, saying that they're helping them.
Yeah,
but when an American when an American senator tells you that an American organization is funding terrorists, that means it's true. But the only reason he's saying is because he's a Republican and he knows that the Republicans know the Democrats did it, even though he would have done it also. But this goes to show us that America is destabilizing Nigeria. American billions of dollars. And now Trump has exposed it. So at least we know that that agency, which was causing death and destruction in our countries, it's gone. And I keep saying this, Trump is not going to use military or violence to destroy Africa. He's just going to portray sanctions on us, which is good. What are your thoughts, Kunle?
Yeah, good luck, Jonathan, in an interview actually talked about this. And he said that when he was having the interview that Obama was saying, that he wants to introduce the man-to-man bomb law. And when it was when Goodluck said that he can't accept that Obama said, don't worry, my country will deal with you. And that's the start of that. It started in 2009, French company Lafarge that's being convicted for supplying millions of dollars to ISIS. And villagers in the region said that they saw helicopters with white men. That's what the senior general officer said, the reports from villagers. They saw helicopters with white men and collecting dollars and foreign currency. And the army actually said they originally thought they were French. And the only reason they're thinking they're American is because of what this chap said in the capital. But before then, everybody assumed it was French. Hence the reason why the Sahel region is being cleared. Hence the reason why everybody is very apprehensive about Tinubu and his relationship with France. So everybody just assumed it was French because they are white Europeans. But they could just as easily be Americans. But whether they are Americans or French, they are Western and they're all working together.
We're limited for time, but here's the thing. You're right. They could even be Frenchmen because they're working for the Americans anyway. It doesn't matter who they are. The fact that they're white shows that they work for Western nations headed by the US. Some people said it was Wagner, though. Some people are saying it's maybe Wagner. I don't think Wagner, because Wagner come on the ground. But for the topic of this show, though, is that U.S. aid, which is supposed to help Africa, is being used to destroy Africa.
I was just saying that some people are trying to say it's not U.S. aid, that it's the Russians that's bringing it down. So I was just trying to make that explanation. It can't be the Russians.
I get it.
It must be Western.
So what are your thoughts on Mr. Warif? Let's get him in, then we'll get to Falabi. Sorry for cutting you, but we want to spend the time evenly. Okay.
I got it. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Who's next?
Warif. Is he still here? No, he's not. Maybe he's not here.
Yeah, he's here. But is he frozen?
Okay, maybe he's frozen. What are your thoughts on Falabi? Then we'll go to
I quite agree with you guys because a large chunk, I think a significant amount is being used for aid, but a large chunk is being used to fund terrorist activities, and it's obvious. I think Scott Curry was very bold.
Put Mr. Warif on.
Terrorism.
Put him on mute. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Afalabi. Yeah.
Yeah, I said a significant portion is being used for aid, but the larger portion is used for terrorist activities. And I think Scott Perry was very bold to call this out. I'm just a little curious. If Trump had not struck off the US aid, would he have been so bold to come out to say this thing was being used for terrorist activities? Maybe not. Maybe not.
And this goes because a lot of people, like I always say, I wear the Trump hat, so I still defend him. Sometimes I'm against him, but I keep saying this: he's no longer going to use American money to fund violence around the world.
Exactly.
The way the Democrats. It doesn't mean that he likes Africa. He doesn't like Africa, but American money will no longer be used on fighting Africans and fighting. You know why? Because Trump is not worried about Africa. He wants to fix America from within, and he doesn't have time for. And also, he's focusing on Congo. So Congo is where they're trying to do things, but they're not interested in West Africa because they know that those countries are against the U.S. and are joining BRICS. Nigeria's joining. Yes. Then you've got Mali, Burkina Faso.
Protect taxpayers' money.
Yeah. And so I'm not saying he's a good person, but it's good news for us that it's time for the days of Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and Biden, in which our countries are being bombed and destroyed, like Syria and Afghanistan, just so that they can make money. It's a new day. Like I said, let them put trade sanctions on us. Thank you, because we'll build ourselves up. Quickly, what are your thoughts, Saeed? Then we'll go back to Kunle. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would like to take you from where Mr. Kunle stopped, because we all know how Nathan was complaining about American influence in our country, in our election during that period, 2014, 2015 period. So now we know that what he's saying is true. Because during that period, I supported Buhari during that period because of his lackluster ways of not taking things serious. Because I actually blame Jonathan in some parts. You are aware of this kind of thing happening, and you are there being mild and just taking it easy as if it is. They are trying to overrun you over your country, and you are there. You are just looking. So on that part, I blame Jonathan for just even taking it lightly as if it is just something that you can just wish away. So now that we know that it is true that American government, part of American government, because I won't say it's official, part of American government and officials are funding terrorism all over the world, including Nigeria. So that is not anyhow story anymore. It is now crystal clear. So now we know how Boko Haram are not getting their funding and how they are sustaining themselves over the years. So now my question now is, what is our government and our military head? What are they doing with this information that is out now?
Oh yeah, very quickly. Let me add one point. So let me add one point. Buhari even said it. Weapons that the U.S. was sending to Ukraine were ended up with Boko Haram. Even the Ukrainian war is America's way of U.S. took advantage of the Ukrainian war to say they're sending weapons to Ukraine. Those weapons never enter Ukraine. They enter Boko Haram. They were even in France during the riots. They go to the illegal market. So indirectly, Ukraine can thank America for them losing the war because they don't even get the weapons. The weapons go to terrorism. You see what I'm saying? It's a money-making thing. What are your thoughts? Kunle?
Yeah. So the plan was to take away Nigeria's ability to control the region because a black country becoming successful is a disaster for the Western nations. And you see, prior to 2009, ECOMOG was able to manage crises like Sierra Leone and Liberia. They didn't need to call foreign countries to come and maintain the peace in the region. So the West needed to destabilize the West African region. I say the West because I don't want to be confused, wasting my time, whether it's the French or the Americans. As far as I'm concerned, as far as they're the same thing. And they have the same goal. They're selling it to each other. They're playing off each other like a double spare in tennis anyway. So I think that the reason why they needed to destabilize the region so that they can bring in a military influence into the region. And as you can see in Congo, despite all the violence and all the wars, they're still mining. They're still mining that place like little bunny rabbits, man. That's what they do.
Everybody's making money.
They're able to extract resources. Because throughout this crisis, they've been mining.
So thank you, Kunle. How much time do we have, Falabi?
We still have about 15 minutes.
Okay, thanks, guys. Let's get Mr. Warif in because we had connectivity issues, but he's back. I see he has a beautiful screen now. He's using he's using somebody else's phone. He's using somebody else's phone whose name starts with a B.
Nice one. I'm guessing.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Nice haircut too. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay. You know, for Americans to be, according to what they said, that they are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria, that means there's something about Africa that we ourselves, we don't even know about.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys wouldn't want us to know that using our leaders, and our leaders, they are so selfish. So if the day Africans, Nigerians come to know about what we have, our capacity and our potential, you see that it will affect the Western world. So for them to be doing this now, they are just using, like Kunle would say, they are using what you call World Bank, and they are yes, but we are not really getting it. So it's just that, and if by the time Nigeria try to maybe Trump try to stop all these things and to fight against it, what the next thing to do now, there will be war. War. You know, they can create war in any country they want to do. Those
like Russia or other places to destabilize.
For us with Niger,
they are going to sponsor the war, not to go fight in Niger. Chaos.
And also, they're trying to get Israel to fight Iran. This is some bullshit.
Tinubu was ready to go to Niger. Is the other
position the Niger war is almost the Niger war is almost up. If not for the information David Onei gave, as in the what's it called, the letter or something that exposed that
the two houses and the senators, everybody kicked against it.
That is what really disrupted that war for that time. By now, we will have been at war with Niger. You can imagine.
Tinubu was ready.
But you guys, you know what they say in Nigeria when you don't cross? They tell you not to cross the road on the bridge. Everybody sweeto. We don't enter war with anybody.
Remember, they even blocked the river to stop electricity, which is a big bad thing to do. Because you do that, that means that you weaponize that. That means all bets are off if you mess with the shade next time.
And especially water. Water is the most important resource in the world. And
if you dam it, then they can screw us over. They can dam that river and dam us by damming it. So we have to be very careful how we deal with Niger. We can't just mess around with them.
And again, there's something that Donald Trump is trying to do.
That's to show you that
Donald Trump is trying to do. If African leaders can stay in their country, build your country, nobody will build your country for you. Like what happened to our chief of defense staff going to Canada, you going for this conference or whatever, you coming back, they'll still kill our military guys. So what's the importance of you going to the conference for? When you go to that place, it's still the same thing. There's no difference. So the Canadian embassy
was more of a barometer of how little respect we have, because whether he's good or bad, happy or sad, he shouldn't have that kind of disrespect. You have a Chinese senior military officer going to Canada. They're not going to do that to them because
not going to do that.
You belittle yourself before them, because we are not doing what we are supposed to do. So we are not valued in their eyes. Yeah, we don't have the value in their eyes. I know it's a disrespect to the chief of staff or chief of defense staff, but they should do the right thing. They should try and they spend money in weapons and this, and they kill innocent military guys. So what's the need of going for like somebody was saying in one of the national television that maybe they didn't follow due process. The British Canadian High Commission in Nigeria, they were supposed to follow the right channel, but maybe there was something like all those might be political. I wouldn't know, but in the eyes of this Western world,
they should have been far more careful.
You don't have that value in their eyes because they don't do the right thing. Corruption everywhere.
That's the main thing.
I'm sure that if Canada knew what was coming, they probably wouldn't have let it happen like that.
Oh yeah, but they're supposed to know better than that. They're supposed to know better. They're supposed to know better.
I think it was a misstep, and they had to double down, or something that got out of hand, because they know that it doesn't help them to unnecessarily cause this kind of trouble, because it looks like as if you're insulting the entire nation, not just the general. Because I feel like I'm insulted as a Nigerian.
Yeah, but Kule, when the guy got there, Kule, when the guy applied for the visa, I'm sure he told them, "I am a general and I'm coming for this thing." These guys have no excuse.
You're supposed to come under the federal Republic
how useless or how good or bad that general is. He should not. I do not like the fact that someone like that.
Mr. Kule, they don't have any issue with the general. It's Nigeria as a whole. We are corrupt.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Looking at that. What's the need
but they still have to respect us. Because let me tell you, Nigeria has not done worse. They still have to respect us. Donald Trump said that he wants to make Canada a state of America. But if he says he wants to come to Canada, they'll still give him visa. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they're disrespecting Nigeria because we don't have power.
Another thing we are not taking note of is this Trump era. You know, he already gave a standing warning to Canada too, but that they are allowing some criminal element and some terrorists and so forth, etc. in country from Canada to enter America. So right now their borders and visa are airtight right now. They have to abide by Trump
so
is
maybe
saying.
They're doing it for America. Maybe America forced them to do it.
Yes, he's going to impose tariff on them, and they don't want it. So
maybe America did it. America did it for Trump. Yeah, I mean, Canada. Yeah. Okay. What?
I think. Sorry. One more thing, please.
Yeah.
This Canada visa thing. I think it is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, I will tell you that most of our politicians and top government, when they apply to American visa now, watch out. You will see a lot of them will be denied, and a lot of them won't.
And also Canada, they will advise themselves. They'll be very careful.
Canada
they won't even go.
Letting Nigerians come into
By now, Tinubu has not even congratulated Trump. So tell me, the body language is. What do you think the body language is saying? Don't go to America right now.
Keep off.
They know all these people now. Yes, now don't keep off.
How much time do we have, Falabi? Yeah.
About 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. What are your thoughts, Kule? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've spoken about this growing problem with Boko Haram and the fact that Western powers are trying to influence it. They're being exposed. The Democrats were projecting parties, so they were the ones that tried to project. The Republicans are traditionally isolationist. Both try to act in the personal interests of their country, whether they're projecting or being isolationist. But clearly, the isolationism of America is helping Nigeria indirectly and unintentionally, because we're having to sort ourselves out. I'm happy that I don't have to go through that thing when someone on social media says, "Oh, what do you mean? You're from Africa. We have to give you, we have to take part of our taxes to give you aid. Otherwise, you couldn't survive." You know, and
they want to give us. They want to give us Ghana bread. They want to give us Ghana bread.
Exactly. You know, and they feel like feed the world. That's why I always say feed the world, and that thing was the biggest disaster in terms of PR for the respect that Africa got. That song, "There Comes a Time When We Heed a Certain," and the videos, that's how they see Africa ever since
we
then.
Are the world. We are the future.
And they feel that they've been doing "We Are the World" for us since 1982. So I'm so happy that the collapse of USAID, I don't care, even if it was being used for what it's supposed to be used for, I would still be happy that it collapsed, because if you remain dependent for a long time, you will never become resourceful and try to solve the problem yourself. So even if it was being used for the purpose, which I very much doubt, I'm still glad it's gone. We will find a way to become resourceful and to do these things for ourselves.
Thank you very much, Khalid. Only because of time, I'm going next. Very quickly, Warif, then we'll go to Said. Quickly, your thoughts, Warif. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think our leader.
Afolabi is okay. Afolabi is like me. He's just the invigilator.
Well, I think our leaders they should learn how to do the right thing in the country for the citizens and themselves as well. Instead of always flying to UK, America, France, and so Trump is trying to checkmate them. Stay in your own country and put it in place.
Your country.
Nobody will build your house for you if you are running away from your house. So who will come and build your house for you? When the owner of the house is running away from the house, is it the visitor that will come and? If the visitor will build the house, the visitor will take over the house. So I think our politicians and our leaders, they should try and be conscious of that. Put your house in order, everything in order. And if you want to travel for vacation, it's okay, but let your country.
And we can travel the way, like in Japan, and in Japan,
and the citizens.
Japan is a rich country. People from Japan travel to Nigeria, England. They take pictures. Beautiful country. Their country is good. We will do the same. Thank you, Warif. Beautiful, beautiful. What are your thoughts, Saeed? Then we'll let Falabi finish.
from the video you sent me, Mr. Mustafa, about this controversial guy, this not guy, saying that USA sent over $800 million to Nigeria. Where is the impact? I totally agree with.
There's no impact. No school.
There's no impact.
$800 million.
And that's a lot of money. That's more than $1 billion.
America, England.
1.6 trillion naira. You understand me? How can they spend 1.6 trillion naira in Nigeria and we don't see any impact? Whether it is in the north or is in the east or in the southwest that I am, there is no
Said, we see the impact. Said, we see the impact. Boko Haram killing people. That's the impact. Yeah.
I saw one signboard that said USA on the way to Ojodu. That's the only thing I know about USA in Nigeria. I saw a signboard that the road USA. I was driving to Ojodu. I said, oh, so there is US. That's the only thing. I've not seen them do anything. I don't know anybody that has collected US aid. I don't know them.
Go and ask Tinubu. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tuli. Okay. Thank you. This has been a brilliant show. You guys, beautiful show. We've been playing for a year. Thank you to Warif, who started with me. Then Biodun started. Then Kunle came. Then Saeed came. I haven't forgotten anybody's name. Thank God. And then Larato. Thank you, guys. Okay. Take it out.
Yeah, it's been another wonderful show. We have been discussing Nigerian politics, the chaos in the Lagos State House of Assembly, and the USA that has been funding terrorism in Nigeria. And from Saeed, Mustafa, Warif, and Kole, it's been a wonderful show. You guys have a
all right, guys. Thank you. Have a good one. Okay.
Yeah. All right, subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like. Yeah, subscribe and like.